Welcome, wizard, warrior, wanderer, wayfarer, and wildcat alike. This is Frank Monday broadcasting to you from Twilight Zonal Peking, deep within the central kingdom of the celestial dragon. I hope you are doing well today, my friends and colleagues. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Oh, that happy horse shit that keeps YouTube's algorithms barking like Pavlov's dog. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission, good magic. I just thought I would do some basic updates and whatnot. I've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well. Things are busy here at school. It's the end of the semester, so this week we are reviewing for finals, which will be next week. So the end of the fall semester, fall winter 2023, 23-24. All right. It was the winter of 23-24, January 15th. So we've begun a new year. We're 2 weeks into it. My SR is at 15, so that's good. Me and Tomas are working on the curriculum for the upcoming 100-day challenge, Way of the Scholar Warrior. So that'll be fun. I hope you guys participate in that. It's going to be some kung fu stuff and some intellectual stuff, some philosophical stuff, and other core skills of the Scholar Warrior. Rhetoric, of course. We should focus a bit on rhetoric. And then compounding it with all the things we've already learned, right? So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. If you've never participated in a 100-day challenge, make this your first one, right? Pull the trigger, get it done. Mm, Nothing from Dreamland recently. I did have some stuff from Dreamland during the dark moon, during the new moon, which was last week, Thursday, Friday. Well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was the time of the new moon. The sun is currently in Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. No, wait. Did we already move into Aquarius? Let me check that to be sure. Make sure I'm not losing my mind. Am I taking crazy pills? The father, mother. We are in Aquarius already. No, 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 no. We'll be going into Aquarius. We're in the tail end of Capricorn. Capricorn has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 days left. So about a week left in Capricorn. Third quarter Capricorn sun, right? Last few degrees here. Um, with that said, the moon rather, is going from Pisces into Aquarius. So this is really the start of a new cycle. We just had a new moon and we're starting a new lunar zodiacal rotation with Aries, with the moon going into Aries today. So it's a great time to, bucket the gate, get out of the gates, as it were, on a new project, a new life endeavor, something fun and interesting for you. Be a little adventurous today. Take the goat by the horns, as it were, and take a risk, take a challenge. That's all good, fun stuff. I did a little watercolor for the Golden Dawn the other day, right after I'd listened to a Golden Dawn program. I did a very small watercolor um, with the great work, illustrating the great work. As you guys may know, the pathway of the Magi is right up the middle, straight to Tifereth, right? And then on to the abodes of the supernal triad. So I've got it all in there, right? Got it all in that one little picture. Very fun. I don't know if you know the reference or not, but there are 6 clouds because it's the Tifereth is the sixth Sephirah. Yeah, other than that, not a lot going on. I'm thinking about 3 major aspects of the Xingyi Kung Fu, or just Kung Fu in general, for the Way of the Scholar Warrior. And they're going to be the basic 5 elements. So we're going to be studying these separately than the Kabbalistic 4 elements or 5 elements of the Western mystery tradition, because these are the Chinese ones, which are a little different, and they do not directly correspond, but very similar, right? So we have metal, wood, water, earth, and fire, or jin mu shui huo tu, metal, jin mu, wood, shui, water, huo, fire, to earth, right? So metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, which are a little different in their expression throughout the human being. So we'll do 5 element qigong, which is breathing and then a certain hand motion for each of the 5, right? So there's going to be 5 element qigong, a jin mu shui ho tu, for each of the 5 elements. So there'll be one movement, and then a general basic circle, open and close with a circle. So like your Kabbalistic cross, but it's called like the universal Om, right? So that's a form of qigong, just moving the body and the breath. That's what constitutes breath work. Of course, trying to maintain physical alignments as you do so. And then there's the 5 fists. So each element has a fist. Like this is fire, this is earth, right? This is metal. So I'll go over and explore with you the 5 different fists. And then there are 5 basic whipping exercises to learn the power of each one of those fists in whipping it through the body, right? So, like, for example, the metal fist is this way, and it's qigong practice. It's tengan, or white crane is what we call it, but it's another form of qigong. Is this way? It's called axe chopper, right? So each of those have tengan is really what we call them when they're related directly to the 5 elements. We call them 1,000 punches. Yeah. So we'll do those. That'll be fun. And anything else? Maybe some basic stance drill, right? And basic kicking. I like to do the 10 basic kicks, so I'll probably teach the 10 basic kicks, or maybe we'll just do 5 basic kicks for the 5 elements, right? That might be more apropos or germane to our study. Yeah, so we'll do 5 element qigong, 5 element fist, 5 element whipping, 5 element kicks, and maybe one other part to that. We've been taking notes and collaborating, me and Frater Thomas. If anyone else is interested in collaborating with me on this, yeah, give me a call. I think I'll teach a very basic sword form as well. So if you've got a wooden sword, you can follow along, or even if you've just got like a stick like this is a stick with a spearhead on it, right? Just a practice spearhead. It's not sharpened. But take your spearhead off and just use your stick as a sword. That's fine. But it should be a decent high quality stick at the appropriate length. A little wooden sword is cheap to get. Um, you can pick it up at your regular kung fu school. I'm sure there's a kung fu school in every city in the world. Not every city in the world has a martial arts supply store, but whatchamacallit. And since we're magicians, you might want to color yours like with a magical scheme. This one I colored for water and earth elements, right? We see the green and the blue, and then it's got a little extending magical swirly there. But it broke, so I had to screw it back together to make it stronger. There's a screw on the bottom, and there's a screw here, and then I tied it all back together because the wood broke apart. Not very sturdy, and I swung it a little hard, and then glued that down, I think. So that makes it a little stronger. But this kind of wooden sword is ideal for Chinese style sword play, right? This isn't a saber, it's a sword. So its main action is poking. It's like a foil, right? Like, so if you've studied some fencing, that's the type of action you're looking for with the Chinese style straight sword. So these, like, I don't know, maybe $10, 10, $15. You shouldn't pay more than that, right? In China, we get them for like 10, 15 yuan. So it's like $2, $3. But abroad, they're definitely going to be charging you import customs and taxes and that kind of thing. So you're end up going to pay your equivalent, which is like $10, $20. Don't pay more than that though. especially if it's very cheap quality like this one. And it doesn't matter because you're not gonna, you're not going overboard with it. It's not a weapon. It's just a practiced item. It's a little lighter than it should be, but you can get a heavier one. But it's kind of fun to do with a light item. As you get older, you see the value in just practicing it and not worrying about, if you could actually wield a combat steel blade and a genuine steel blade in combat. Which, how often is that going to happen in your life? I've been alive half of a century, 50 years now, and genuine combat encounters for the average citizen are very, very few and far between. More more like a higher likelihood, definitely in the Western world. I would probably be carrying a gun and training with that if I was in the Western world, but we don't have guns here in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. We have toy swords. I do have some real swords. If shit went into chaos, like if it was an actual, what do they call that? Shit hits the fan scenario, I would put my tactical samurai on my back or something, in a backpack, with some fresh water and some water purification tablets. And, if they sent soldiers into society, though, it'd be game over. You might be able to do something with a dagger and a samurai, as long as nobody had guns. Like, I would feel comfortable up against a throng of 10 or 20 dudes with sticks if I had my samurai sword, because a good chance is after you kill a couple of them, the rest are going to fucking disperse. They're not going to want anything to do with you once you've run your fucking razor sharp samurai through a few dudes' throats or arms or whatever. I think you could disperse a crowd fairly quickly. But again, not that the worst case scenario, not that I think anything like that's ever going to happen. I'm putting my little wooden sword back up here. I got it hanging on the wall. But yeah, getting excited for it. I'm like a well-bred stallion, chomping at the bit, kicking at the gate, rearing to go, ready for the next 100-day challenge. I hope you are too. I hope to see you there in the abodes of the future, wizard, warrior, wayfarer, and wildcats alike. I love y'all good looking sex people. Keep doing good magic. And until I see you next time, please hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. Leave some sort of happy horseshit comment down below. That'll get the YouTube algorithm getting it. I'm getting it. Just get in there on YouTube and whip their pants down and go in and fucking raw dog in. That would be very, very helpful. And I'd appreciate it because I cherish each and every one of you. Until next time, bye for now.